At Every Meal, our mission is to fight child hunger through community and school partnerships. Each week, we deliver meal bags to hundreds of schools and community locations. We provide a variety of meal bag options that are nutritious, delicious, and relevant. How do we pack the meal bags? Volunteers. Individual and group volunteers from the Twin Cities and beyond pack all of our Every Meal bags. Packing event volunteer opportunities are energetic, hands-on, and typically last 2 hours. As volunteers arrive 10 to 15 minutes prior to an event, they are welcomed by Every Meal staff. Kiosks are stationed around the room for volunteers to sign in for their shift, and we also provide cubbies and secure lockers to store personal belongings. No food or beverage is permitted in the volunteer center, but volunteers may access their items at any time during the event. Volunteers must wear closed-toed shoes to protect their feet. Next, volunteers follow the yellow path that leads to our sink stations where they thoroughly wash their hands with soap and water. Once all volunteers have gathered in the volunteer center, an Every Meal staff member provides a brief orientation. Volunteers will learn more about our organization, what food insecurity is, how their efforts fight child hunger in our community, and get excited about the meal bag packing goal for the shift. Volunteers also have the opportunity to raise their hand for a few specialized roles that make the event run smoothly. The volunteers who raise their hands for the specialized roles will receive additional instructions after the orientation. After the orientation, volunteers will be directed to their places. Most volunteers will take a spot on an assembly line. The volunteer at the start of the line will open the bag, place the first non-perishable food item in the bag, and slide it down to the next volunteer. The volunteer at the end of the line will check the bag's contents to ensure it has the correct number of items and will tie the bag closed. Box-making volunteers prep the boxes for the assembly lines by identifying the bottom of each box and placing 2 new labels facing right side up. These labels indicate the type, variety, and expiration dates of the food inside the meal bags and help our logistics staff know which boxes to pull for deliveries. Next, the freshly labeled boxes are pushed through the tape machine, which secures the bottom of the box. Labeled and taped boxes are then walked over to the center rollers, waiting to be filled with meal bags. Restocking volunteers replenish food for the assembly line and also move plastic wrap and cardboard packaging to the trolleys for recycling. Palletizing volunteers load 6 meal bags into each box and then push it through the tape machine. After the box's top is taped closed, another palletizer lifts the boxes, which are up to 35 pounds, onto the pallet in a special configuration. Recycling volunteers consistently float throughout the volunteer center, collecting the discarded plastic and cardboard. Cardboard is loaded into the baler for crushing, and the plastic is placed into large gaylords. Any volunteer operating the baler must be 18 or older. Throughout each event, we love to show volunteers their progress in real time. Our dashboards show the number of bags packed and are updated with every completed row of a pallet. We celebrate our progress along the way every time a full pallet is completed. At the end of each packing event, we sweep, sanitize tables and tools, and put everything back in order. Finally, we celebrate the number of children who will receive the food we just packed and learn about other ways to get involved in the fight against child hunger. Thank you for watching. We can't wait to see you at a packing event.